I'll admit, when we started covering this story, I didn't think it could really get any sort of crazier. The New York City government corruption scandal, but it has reached an almost absurd new level. Numerous top officials already in the city's fire department, police department, school system, along with the mayor, Eric Adams himself, and several of his deputies, have all been caught up in a series of corruption scandals and federal investigations. They've had their houses raided, their devices seized, many have resigned, some have even been arrested. And now, even the replacements for some of the officials who stepped down are coming under scrutiny. I asked last week if the entire New York City government is on the verge of collapse, and now it seems like it's not a question of if, but when. Late this afternoon, New York City schools chancellor David Banks announced his resignation. Banks had his home raided by the FBI earlier this month in connection with a possible bribery scheme involving a government relations consulting company run by his brother. That comes on the heels of another new probe, this one into New York City Sheriff Anthony Miranda. Investigators reported looking into where cash went in connection with his enforcement of unlicensed smoke shops and even a potential pay-to-play scheme, with investigators suspecting that he solicited donations to the National Latino Officers Association, which he leads, in exchange for looking the other way on various law enforcement matters. Again, it's just in the investigative stage. But 2 weeks ago, Police Commissioner Edward Caban resigned after the FBI seized his phone. He's reportedly being looked at as a potential fixer for nightclubs in the city. And even now, Caban's replacement is under scrutiny. Tom Donlin has already had his home raided by the feds just 1 week after being tapped as interim police commissioner. Search reportedly involved classified documents from his time at the FBI. Now, at this point, there are just way too many officials caught up in this to go through all of them. So we put together a sort of graphic of some of the key players, right? You see Mayor Adams at the top there, right? He had his electronic devices seized late last year as part of the federal probe into whether his campaign conspired with the government of Turkey. Below Adams, see two of his deputies, Sheena Wright and Philip Banks, the brother of the just resigned school's chancellor, David Banks. The two deputies are also being looked at, possible bribery scheme. Next to the school's chancellor, you see Police Commissioner Caban, interim Police Commissioner Donlin, former Department of Buildings Commissioner Eric Ulrich, who's under indictment for allegedly taking bribes, and Tim Pearson, a top Adams confidant, embroiled in a ton of legal turmoil, including 4 different lawsuits accusing him of sexual harassment and retaliation. So maybe you understand why the top lawyer for the mayor saying, you know, maybe I don't want to go down with this ship. Last week, after 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, the chief counsel, Lisa Zornberg, stepped down after the mayor refused to take her advice on firing members of his administration. Now, that position, the chief counsel, very important job, remains vacant. Oh, did I mention that the New York City Health Commissioner, Dr. Ashwin Vasan, also stepped down from his post just now, and the commissioner cited a desire to spend more time with his family. Starts to feel like someone jumping off a sinking ship. Joining us now is Jeff Coltin, reporter for Politico New York, co-author of the New York Playbook. All right, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. First of all, let's start with the investigation. The investigation into almost all these folks is being led by the DOJ, led by Merrick Garland, correct?
That's right. It's multiple investigations as far as we know, and their connection is that they're all, surrounding Mayor Eric Adams.
Well, and Mayor Adams was asked again about the possibility of resigning. Let me play what he said today about this, number one.
Resign on my part? Yes. I'm stepping up, not stepping down. I have a city to run that I will run.
Now, is the expectation now, when you look at all of this, that he, too, may get indicted?
That is still unlikely, at least according to the reporting and all of the people that I talked to around City Hall. It seems much more likely that a lot of people close to him, around him, are going to get indicted, but not the mayor himself. Now, that said, there has been speculation from legal folks and, folks around City Hall that this could turn into a RICO suit, the thing that the prosecutors use to take down the mob. Sometimes prosecutors use that against political figures. And there's an argument that this could be used if there's this many different corruption scandals in City Hall, they could just bring it all together under RICO. Again, that's total speculation. I don't know how this is going to turn out. And that's what actually has City Hall here so high strung, is that there's so many unanswered questions about what exactly is going on here and what prosecutors are looking at.
Well, you mentioned the possibility of additional indictments, not Mayor Adams, but some of his deputies or whatever the case may be. Any indication of when that could happen? Could it happen before the election in November? Is there concern that those indictments, I don't know exactly how they might influence any of the federal elections, but you never know.
There is concern about that. And yes, it's considered, again, I mean, the Southern District of New York, the prosecutors, they really don't say much at all.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.